Hey, welcome back. It's your girl Briera, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I would like to first and foremost thank our Heavenly Parents, Mother, Father, Source of Creation, for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. I would like to do a quick angel guide oracle reading for the Taurus. This will be an angel guide oracle reading that helps to focus on your strength, heart, and guidance at this time. I would like to call on the Holy Spirit and my spirit team to please come to my side to help me deliver divine messages that is of the highest white light. Remember, these messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, all right? So let's jump right into your angel guide oracle reading, Taurus, and let's see what your strength is at this time and what's in your favor in the current situation. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit team. This is for Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Hello, Taurus. I hope you're doing good out there, okay? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit team. What is your strength at this time? Taurus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit team. I know that's kind of like, Let's see. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit team. One dead. Oh, the Divine Matrix. Okay, the Divine Matrix. Interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences. Okay, and I feel like that is this, understanding how are the benefits of playing fair, okay? Understanding that there is always three sides to a story, okay? Or three sides to a story, okay? Especially when you know what boundaries are and how or when to put up and let down your walls, okay? I feel like something has been more challenging or burdensome than it had to be. And I feel like at this present time, Taurus, it's being asked for you to really pay attention to the signs and the divine knowledge that you do have and really see the red flags for what they are within your own life and whatever the situation is, because at the end of the day, you want to be focused on aligning with your true life's purpose, right? You want to be focused on truly elevating. You want to be focused on really using your willpower and your knowing to truly guide you and direct you with how you really show up for yourself and others, And I feel like that's the contribution to the whole that you have to truly pay attention to when it comes to your own life and taking charge in your own way and taking action in your own way, I should say, because at the end of the day, it's all about understanding what forgiveness and patience truly is. And I feel like it's a frequency that tells this time that allows possibilities to unfold however they are supposed to. I feel like the communication is to be continued, okay? Because it truly does support our ability to demonstrate forms of life in different ways. And I feel like that's what helps both of the interconnectedness work on each frequency. And I feel like being someone to be able to comprehend something before being told something or being shown something in the physical world is the manifestation that is on its way. I feel like that's something that you have to continue to keep within you, because certain things wasn't brought to the forefront. That's why I say there's always three sides to a story. What you can see, what someone else can see, and what the truth actually is, right? Or what you can see, what they can see, and what another, you see what the truth actually is. So, and I feel like continue to be in that energy of, it might be burdensome right now and it might be challenging, but continuing to be true and making sure that you are in this energy of paying attention and letting go of things when you are truly ready to let them go. No one should force you to do anything. No one should force you to see anything. And that's why I love aligning myself and things really coming into me. And when I say it's a no for me, it's a no for me, because when things is a yes for me, it's like, so it's like and that's just me. And I'm not saying as for the world it's not like that, but it's these things that you hold dear to your heart. It's these things that you see. And sometimes I speak on a grand scale of things. So I be like, oh, I hope people could see. But even if you can't, then it's okay, because the teachings that I take in is on a grand scale of things. So it's like, well, if you can't comprehend what you're putting out on the grand scale of things, you will never comprehend what I'm putting out on the grand scale of things. And then it doesn't really matter what anyone thinks, because you're always playing fair. You're always understanding that there's three sides to a story. So when one communicates what it is and everyone sees what it is, then it's hard to deny what it is. And that's that fair judgment. That's that not crucifying and deeply judging things before getting the evidence. You know, you can't, everyone's, what is it? You know, everyone's free until proven guilty, right? And that's even on the soul level or a spiritual level. And that's why I say, even on a spiritual level, even on a spiritual level, if you cannot, and you know someone to be someone, and you cannot come to the forefront on a spiritual level and give your side to the story so that it could be judged for what it is on a spiritual level. I'm telling you what it is. I'm not saying this or that. I'm telling you, on a spiritual level, if you all aren't even speaking up on a spiritual level, how is it truly affecting us physically? And that's what is the misinterpretation of what we are seeing, what it is, and why is things not working when we are seeing the success in individuals' lives, but we are not seeing it on the grand scale of things in a manner. And exactly, maybe you all are, and I'm just still over here. Because that should have been something that is already given to one. Like when you start to show certain signs and things, and I know it's in a different way, can you handle it? What if one couldn't? Then that means what? That's the problem. Anyways, the divine will of things will continue to flow. So continue to be in synchronicity with what truly resonates with you and who you are on a soul level and on a physical level, okay? I feel like the number 3 is significant. In the color yellow. What's the blessings that Taurus carry in their heart? Crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, okay? Holy experiences, miraculous energy. I feel like, I feel like you have to know the protection for truly what it is, okay? I feel like you continue to see that love within you. You continue to heal with your kind words and gestures, okay? You continue to use your voice to bring peace and balance and be brave and honest. Like, I know that it's not all the truth. I know that this is what it is and this is what it's not. Like, no one is trying to play like someone is over something, or someone is like beyond something, or someone doesn't know something. But at the end of the day, we aren't going to be delayed, and we aren't going to allow for ourselves to try to hold on to things and these soul ties if they are truly being called for us to let them go, because we want the frequency of balance within everyone's life, so there's not confusion or misleading interpretations of what something is and what something isn't. It's about allowing for yourself to truly find your rhythm and flow through the things that truly brings this delight energy into your home. I feel like allow you for yourself to continue to grow at your pace. You are loved, and no one is ever going to stop seeing you for who you are. And I feel like that's the stability of the mind that may get lost quite easy with indulging in certain things. And I feel like that's what hurts a lot, because there's no way. But then again, over the course of time, it's like, and that's why I feel like, that's why I humble myself. It's like, well, how do you know? Because it's only been a year. And it's like, but like, man, the love that you have for individuals, seeing individuals, it just seems like it will be hard to lose one's sight when you're always meeting people, you're always seeing people, you're always doing things. So it's not that you're trying to fit people into spaces that they don't belong, but you want people to show up and be who they are. And that's just what it is. I feel like continue to allow for the information that you are receiving to run through your mind and your heart, to make sure that you understand what's your centered truth for yourself. Like, honestly, don't allow for anyone else to say, hey, that's what it is. Hey, that's not what it is. It just has to be something within you. Like, yeah, like it just has to be, because if it's not, then it's not, and no one can, make it be something that is not. It's like, I don't know how to react when I feel like something is truly meant for me versus when it's not, Well, it won't be as passionate. It won't be so this sense of just knowing. It will be a facade. It will be like, oh, but just halls of learning, confirmation, great lessons, okay, Taurus? You continue to play fair. What's the guidance for Taurus? We got a couple. Ancestral realm and Merkaba activation. Karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. Transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. I feel like patience is what's needed to continue to heal that inner child, okay? Because I feel like, it's that capacity to create and experience these feelings of joy and expansion and expression that really helps to bring in the peace. And when that is not what's highlighted, and when that is not what's given, and that's not what's supported within your lineage and within your family, then you have to find a way to set boundaries with that energy. You have to find a way to heal that energy of lack of support, of lack of, really being someone that is highlighted for the things that you are enduring day in and day out. Just being who you are, right? So I feel like continue to allow for life to support you, though, continue to see the peace and the balance for what it truly is, and make sure that you are in full alignment when making certain decisions and choices. And even when you fail, and even when things aren't as glorious or joyful as you would have hoped them to be, at least you are moving in the right direction and you're not giving up. And you are understanding that these situations in your life may be easy for you to choose quickly what is and what isn't, right? But when you are someone that has been patient over time, you see that it still comes in full circle of why one does what one does, when how one does it. And that's why I will always humble myself in the way that I approach things, but it's a knowing for myself because of the patience one has with looking at people for who they are. And even if I'm not quite dead 100% on with the situation, the energy still comes back into full circle of either a yes or a no. And that's just something that I accept about who I am. So when I fail or when I succeed in the moments, it doesn't matter because my decisions and choices are for the grand scale of things, not just for in the moments. But in the moments they hurt, in the moments they're sad, in the moments it's like, dang. But on the grand scale of things, it's like, wow, because that means that this is beyond just that or that or that, right? So I like that. What's this divine matrix here? I feel like the number 40 is significant as well. 40. I feel like just pay attention, you know. What's this divine matrix? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. We have the Six of Pentacles with the Devil, child. Synchronicity, divine matrix, the Devil. I said pay attention. Look out for signs from the divine. Acknowledge red flags, okay? Especially when it's the balancing and the giving to more. I feel like what have you been contributing, right? Like, no, like, honestly, when it comes to like everything playing out in your favor and what you are contributing to the whole, if you see it as something of positive, right, then in your strength it won't be this addicting, this possessive energy, this, not being stable in some type of way, or this jealous energy, this envy energy, this blindness to the truth of things being heavy, or things have ended, or needing to see the fatalities for what they are. I don't know what that is, but I feel like at the end of the day, you have to let go of the addictions. You have to let go of distributing, disastrous energy for some type of strange gratification. You have to pay attention to what truly matters, and don't judge what you truly don't know, especially when it comes to why people indulge in certain things at certain times. But the alcohol, it's a no, man. I'm sorry that might be hard for anyone to comprehend, but it really does not help for me, okay, and where I am, okay? So I'm gonna say, I'm continue to allow for individuals to show up and do whatever they need to do, but for me and what I indulge in, the alcohol is a no. It just does not help. It does not contribute to the whole, and it does not help anyone to truly be centered in who they are. And I know that through experience, right? And that's just what it is for me. But, you know, why the Six of Pentacles with the Devil? You have to see what things are. Yeah, with the Two of Cups. It's like, you have to see what the equal give and take is. Okay? See what makes something and what doesn't make something. You know, how does someone truly reflect someone on a soul level and physical? That's why someone can see someone like that so easy, because it is a different type of attachment, and it has nothing to do with, you know, trying to replace anyone or manipulate anyone, but it's about leaving a certain perspective behind to walk into what truly is meant for someone. It's about how to align with better opportunities for not only oneself, but those that surrounds them. It's about truly aligning with the mindset that is not only beneficial for right now, but the grand scale of things. What's this crown chakra upgrade? The King of Cups. I feel like, yeah, I feel like someone, just be fair, okay? Be fair. I told you, Taurus, play fair, because at the end of the day, someone isn't all business, but they are, but they aren't. And I feel like it's all about love and law and attraction, the art of truly crafting out something, you know, your ability to see that you don't have to be overly aggressive with anything. You don't even have to have double dealings. Don't make stuff appear to be something that it's not. Just be true to who you are. No one's perfect. And at the end of the day, if you see the responsibilities for what they are, and it might be overwhelming and burdensome for you, then that is what it is. But at the end of the day, if opportunities of winning result in everyone else thinking that you won, and then you don't even feel like you won on internally, then is it even really worth it? Like, I don't want you to think I won and then I don't even feel like I really won. Like, no, I want this to match on the in and out. I want what is on internally to match externally on every level, so that we can move beyond this, so that we can see and appreciate life, so that things can be lived out in a beautiful manner, so people could be positioned, so that it won't continuously be this overly aggressive way of living, and not understanding the boundaries that is needed for the lineages to continue to grow. Because at the end of the day, if we take out certain aspects that makes the spiritual and faith and religion base what it has always been, and not give the time to truly see it for what it is, then what was it all for? And don't think that nobody is going to answer for that, for the forceful energy of trying to take one's vision away from why we were created to even begin to think in that way. Why the King of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, someone is not in the rush to end something, or to see some type of opportunity or celebration, or, you know, something. It's like slow and steady will win your race. It's these miracles of of expansion and experience that really helps someone see who they truly are, and helps them to use their discernment to not allow for their self to be discouraged when approaching different aspects of who they are, because we are one. And if you too afraid to go face the aspect of yourself that is quite dark and unfriendly, then that says a lot. Ancestral realm with Merkaba activation here. The Four of Swords. And I feel like, yeah, I'd say set boundaries, okay? Listen to your body. Mentally and physically unwind, okay? And it's like these you are rising up. It's this ascension, having patience, okay? The more delight you feel within, the more delight you will be able to evoke in others. And sometimes you need to recharge and not be ashamed of that. No matter what you lose, like at the end of the day, man, you will tire yourself out by being overly active, you know, overly stimulating yourself with the concerns of the world, with the concerns of yourself, with the concerns of your family. You will overly stimulate yourself. And sometimes you need that time to just relax and rest and not feel guilty and panicky when you realize that you took a rest and, oh, well, I lost something. Okay, well, could I have afford to lose that? Well, even if I can't feel bad for actually choosing life over death. Like, I know that if I don't rest and take the time to recharge myself, I'm not even putting into myself the love and appreciation of understanding that you have done a good job. Get some rest, my child, so that you can wake up and be able to give that energy back to the world so that it's given back to you. We're not supposed to be machines running 24 hours a day. It's not how that works. And you shouldn't be or feel guilty when you know what you have to do for yourself, you know? So that's how I see it, because even yesterday, I'm like, yeah, I probably could have came out early. And I'm just using myself. I always like to do that. I like to use my own experiences. But even yesterday, I got off work. I handled a personal problem that I had, even though it's still kind of a problem, but it's not a dire problem or a problem that I can solve today. So it's a problem that it was solved. And then I took a nap, and I took like a 4 or 5 hour nap, but I woke up and I was like in this panic mode, like, because it felt so good to get so much rest that I'm like, there's no way that it's still the same day. I got so much rest. Like, no, like, wait, is it really today? And it's like, that is a shame. Like, because for like months since the summer began, it's just been go and go and go. And it's like, you have to see how that will take a toll on the mind and the body. So don't feel guilty if things are not like perfect or going to your plan, you know, or how things should be. Just know what's fitting for you and when it's okay to not hold on for dear life of needing to be right or needing to win or needing to continue to move. But to just be chill and be like, okay, you know, I'm gonna at least appreciate this time, because I know that when I set things into motion, they will be, and I don't have to overly stretch myself when I know that things are what they are. So, what's this Four of Swords? With the Seven of and the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom, but we have the Seven of Cups, and it came out, but it was like half like sideways, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you have to continue to see that things are seen for what they are. And, you know, even if you don't have the options or whatever, I don't know. Just see that what your desire is what has been being manifested. And something may be permanent, but something may not be permanent. And, you know, you just have to figure things out as you continue to do the work for yourself, to pay attention to the red flags, acknowledge them, make sure that you are in situations where there is equal give and take, or relationships, you know, no matter what the family or dynamic is. You don't want to allow for yourself to just be, you know, there just to be there. You know, there's purpose, there is alignment. And even if you haven't found it yet, you're activating in the right ways, and you're going to continue to move forward until you find your voice and your rhythm, regardless. So that's how you have to continue to find that peace within, knowing that there is no wrong path, knowing that maybe you have hit a crossroad, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's you playing fair, that you seeing that there is three sides to a story, and you're going to see that, you know, your life is what it's made of, and it's easy to choose. So instead of choosing the easy route by choosing quickly, being patient and seeing what it is and what is not for yourself, no one else. So, all right, Taurus, you take what resonates and you leave what doesn't, okay? I am sending you peace, love, and light. And until next time.